so passionate, so much fire. Really, really. Before I forget, I want to ask you a favor. Maintain that fire for next 4 years. Can you do that? Really, I'm from Faculty of Medicine. If you're going to be you'll be learning MBBS or nursing or whatnot, you may see me during the lecture. So I hope to see the fire then. Don't say, doctor, I cannot memorize so many things. Like, keep the fire. Congratulations and welcome to UM, really. I'm so happy to see you today. Now I wish I'm a UM student. Never mind. So I know we have this program, and it's our first ever to see the first year student in this manner. So I'm glad you can share with us your 30 minutes. Is it okay? Belum lapar lagi, right? Okay, tahan, okay. Can I have the next slide? So I'm from UMcie. Well, I'm lecturer in Faculty Medicine, but I also handle this center. Now, why is this center relevant? Because I can feel from every of you, from your body, not temperature sahaja, a dream. I know you come here to UM with your dream. And your dream is not with just dream, not many dreams. Am I right? Am I right? No? No dreams? Right. You want to, what? To get a job only? To be a very knowledgeable person? To be famous? And you must have all these three. Right? With knowledge, you get fame, you get everything you want. You can continue dreaming and realize your dream. That's what happened in UM. Would you do that? Okay. If any of you, tak kisah you're from which faculty, belajar IT ke, belajar engineering ke, belajar bahasa Melayu ke, language, tak kisah. Anything, this all applies to you. If you ever dream to have a business on your own. Right? I know it's a bit far. Not far, you can start today. Okay, I'll tell you how. Right? You can start today. So you ever have a little idea, oh, I tak pasti, but I want you to have this realization a bit. Consider this. It's not because you must be a business owner, because you'll be operating in the business environment. Right? Unless you become like me, in lecturing in academia. But even as an academia, I have to learn business way. Okay, so this is a very, very important subject that is like, how to say, interleaving all the different programs you will learn. Now, you do have your own other entrepreneurship-related program. All of you will go through that, but there are more. So if you wish to do more than that, you have to come to our center, okay? Next slide, please. So, entrepreneur. Have you heard about this word, entrepreneur? Atau usahawan, right? Okay, so siapa-siapa pun boleh. Even 8 years old kid, 10 years old kid pun boleh jadi entrepreneur. So can you do that? Any one of you have already some business out there? Angkat tangan. Dah, yes. Angkat tangan, be proud of yourself. No? Oh, study. You should. Okay, only one I saw. Anyone else? 2, 3, 4. Thank you so much. I think you should start playing with it, toying the idea. And you don't have to do alone. You can come with your good friends here. You're coming from every part of Malaysia, coming to UM, found your best friends, a group of friends, want to try this idea, go ahead. Okay? No, tak payah muka punya. Fail, no worries. Okay, so this is why you should learn how to become entrepreneur. Not to say confirm, don't tell your mommy or daddy, if I do this one, that means I don't need to finish my degree. No such thing. Entrepreneur is very intelligent. You have to get your knowledge first. Right? With all the support, you know how to navigate your business or helping other businesses. Next slide, please. I don't know who's clicking the slide. Next slide, please. Okay, so that's why today I want you to just bring home one message. Remember this word, unicorn. UM? Icon, is it? No, UM? Unicorn. So we are now scouting for any UM students to become a unicorn. Is it a club? Anyone, UM student, UM staff, UM student, this is a student entrepreneur, sorry, no UM staff. UM student who want to become entrepreneurs, who want to involve in any entrepreneurial activities, want to learn, participate in any orders, you should join our program called Umicon. We just launched it this year. The first batch is ongoing now. So I want to let you know a little bit about this program. Boleh? Next slide. So it's a program, it's 3 months program. And it's really free for most of you, right? All of you actually. But the thing is, we don't do all the time. So when you see you're interested, you see our callings in the Siswaza mail or in your college, if we put out advertisement, or later I share with you our Facebook or our Insta punya thing, you can follow us, you can join. All right? So very easy. We won't take your class time. We do during the off time. This batch we are doing every Monday for 2 hours, but you must do the homework. We can guarantee with the right coach, you can try, right? With guidance. So this is very important. And as you say, we want you to have the foundation, right? A lot of people join. Foundation to, what is that? How I want to package my product, how to find customer, how to maintain, how to find partners, depending what question you have. Next slide. Now this is some characteristics for the current batch, and we may change a bit each batch is different. You see, we don't need too many of your time. Right now we do every Monday, just for 3 months. We try to do it online, but hopefully those who are in the campus, we try to meet physically. We have not done yet, we should do it. You can also have one-to-one appointment online with the coach. So not just in class, it's a small group, right? Nothing required from you except commitment, focus, discipline. That's all we need, which I see every one of you have. So much fire. You want to spend your fire here, right? Energy here. And most likely they need at least 4 hours a week. 4 hours a week times how many weeks? 12. Total 48 hours of work. Do personally can, do in the team also can. You can spread within team members, right? To do the work. And test whether you can do something out of it. Right? You learn what? You learn and practice key entrepreneurial skills. Now, you may not know all this, but it's all survival skills of the current era. You come here for your professional degree or whatnot, but this is the totally different skills. I hope you can have, within the 4 years, learn something about it, take it home, make it yourself, make it to your own skill, right? I think it will benefit you to a very long way when out to the society. But our coach put a guarantee though. This is not my guarantee, my coach said a guarantee. Guarantee that upon completion of the program, if you follow exactly what he said, you can gain a better understanding about entrepreneurship opportunity, and you can use that all over again, even without the first initial idea. You can repeat and repeat, because the concept is the same. Okay? So, you want to buka kedai runcit pun boleh, you want to open an online store pun boleh, you want to be the next Grab pun boleh, you want to take a franchise pun boleh, you make your own products pun boleh, doesn't matter. So, start dreaming, okay? And then, hopefully this Umicon program can help you to realize your dream. Next slide. This is our coach, and this is our first coach. Later on, when there are more people coming in, we will bring in different coach, depending, because right now we just have a first class. And this coach is not lecturer. You can panggil Dr. Ivy tolong, I don't know how to do business. I can talk only. Right? But this Mr. Andrew here, he has been teaching a lot of startups. University startups, right? Overseas. He has a huge network. He look at your topic, he can tell you what you need. He can tell you, don't do this mistake. This is what we need, coach, guidance. Later I will share with you, my friend here, Sean will tell you, because he's part of this, and he's doing this already, he can tell you upfront. You hear from me, no point. You hear from someone who actually, someone like you, okay? Next slide. Yeah, I think it's just another slide to show you what you will learn now. You can learn how to test business idea, you raise money, how to get money, people to invest in your idea, and also how to create a business model, your business plan. because it's not about putting up product out there and then you grow. You must think how your company can grow. Even solo company, individual company. Can? Next slide. This is a snapshot of what kind of modules, every week what you learn. Those are interested in going to business school later, you learn all these things a bit. But those who are not in the business school, you have no chance to learn all these things, right? So this is an intro level, how you can get an understanding what is all this about. And it's practical. He will teach you what to do. You follow his instruction, you get it. You don't follow, nobody can help you lah. Next slide. I think, so if you finish, only if you finish the whole program, and you can form a company, my center, UMcie, will help you to grow you, right? All these are the few things that we can provide to you for now. In the future, I can add more, or I can tolak a few, I don't know, depending on kehendak semasa, okay? So we are not going to just go through programs, have the head count, and leave you there, no, right? So we are going to nurture, grow you if you are interested to continue to commit to your business. Now, I'm not going to take 1 cent or any equity. Tak akan ambil commission. Next slide. So where are we? I heard just now got College 12, yeah? Where are you, College 12? Thank you. So we are next, we are across your building. Glass building. And there's a parking, with a building parking lot you call UMX. That's where we are. So close, right? Evening can come over, right? Thank you. Of course, not just College 12 Plus, everyone is invited. So everyone, College 12, get a friend from other colleges and join us. Okay? We'll centralize there. Okay, so we are very close. Come to us, come to our event. Okay? So I think that's it. Before I pass over to Sean, can I have my slide, next slide? What's the next slide? Oops. Where's yours? Sorry, did we get the wrong slide here? I still have some slides. Okay, we have technical thing. Why they didn't send the slide, the right slide? Okay, never mind. We'll continue. Is it okay, Sean? Sure, okay. Now, give me another 10 minutes. I want to introduce you your senior, Mr. Sean. He's also he was a UM student. Now he's currently also UM student doing his master, but he is doing some sort of entrepreneurship and doing very well. And he wants to show to you how he has done it, so he can inspire you. Listen to him. Is it okay? Come, let's give a big clap for Mr. Sean. So
thank you, Prof. Ivy. Wow, so this is it. I'm so thrilled to be here today to share with you my humble experiences in the past 4 years being a student entrepreneur in UM. I was also tasked by Prof. Ivy to actually inspire you guys to kickstart an idea in the next 3 to 4 years of studies, right? So, okay. Okay, so without the slide, let's do some imaginary stuff, right? Okay, so our team is actually in UMX, and I saw that just now there are a few hands of students doing entrepreneurship or business who have already started. That's great. Our team is in UMX. If, let's say, you want to further expand your business, do find Dr. Ivy and also look for us. And we are more than happy to throw a welcome party if you ever join us in UMX. All right? So about 4 to 5 years ago, my co-founders and I started UniChat, a social app for university students. So before that, when we talk about startup, what do you guys have in mind about startups? Fancy office, bean bags, artificial grasses, coffee machines? Well, turns out in our case of UniChat, what we have, we don't even have office to begin with. We are using our old laptops, old mobiles, and what we have is actually a curiosity to experiment stuff, a pair of hands that are willing to work, and also a passion that keep us motivated when we are facing some obstacles. Yeah. So to me, starting a idea in campus or business or startups, whatever, it can be very simple and straightforward. So, for example, in the case of UniChat, it's just a casual 2 hours of call between our co-founders, which we have our weekend call and talk about, our student experiences in what are the problems we face, and what do we want to do before we graduate. And somehow the idea of connecting students sparked. And over the weekend, we just meet together, we just spend some time, code something and experiment some stuff. And after a few months, little did we know, we are sitting, 4 of our co-founders are actually sitting in KK12 cafeteria, and our first app was launched there. So nothing fancy, it's just a passion, a curiosity, and a pair of hands that are willing to work. So that is how an idea can actually spark. And yep. So suppose we have some slides, but it's okay. I would like to share with you why you should start a business or maybe just ideas from the universities in the campus itself. The reason is you actually gain a real-world exposure. And the real-world exposure here is not about big recognition, big collaboration with big brands, or even some big events that you're having, but rather it's the small things that we have taken for granted all this while. How do you set up a SSM company? How do you set up a SME banking account? How do you find for co-founders? How do you actually do your finances, accounting, taxes? All these are small things that actually take up a lot of time and effort to understand. And in the campus, there are a lot of resources that you can actually utilize. For example, UMCIE. For example, oh, we have the slide. Okay, maybe the next slide. Yep, so this was the UniChat that we built in 2018. So back then, just 4 of us from different faculties. We have engineering students, computer science, I myself from finance, and we have another guy from chemistry. So 4 of us from different backgrounds actually sit down, just a casual chat, just a 2 hours call, sharing with each other what happened in the campus, and turns out the weekend call became an idea, and the experiment became live in KK12, and after a year, we actually gathered 10,000 users, and majority of it are actually from Yep. Next slide. So why should you start an idea in the university itself? So your real exposure, very important. Just now we talked about small things that we always taken for granted. And next, make mistakes as early and often. So this thing, as a student, I always encourage my juniors, my peers, to make a lot of mistakes in the universities. Not crime, but mistake. There's a difference between crime and mistakes, but you can learn a lot from mistakes. You learn the best way through mistakes, and you can actually make a lot of mistakes in universities. So an example of mistakes that we encounter when starting UniChat was a lot of technical issues that we don't know, a lot of operation things that we are overly optimistic. We spend very less time looking at small stuff, and in the end, a lot of issues happen, a lot of firefighting required, and a lot of effort required to actually to save the company. And that is actually a very good experience, because in the next venture, you know what to avoid. So imagine the 4 years of study, and every year you have 1 idea. By the end of your program, by the end of 4 years, you have actually 4 very good experiences, 4 very good mistakes, or 4 very successful ideas. So make mistakes and be brave to take move while you're in universities. And lastly, the resources that you have while doing your student entrepreneurship, and this will lead us to next slide. Yep, so in the campus itself, we have a lot of resources for students, especially when it comes to entrepreneurship. We have student mall. So the student affairs actually have this student mall, comprises of shop lots and kiosks. If you have business, to all business owners just now, you can actually reach out to the university and maybe expand your business into the campus and test out your market, expand your services or products. And we also have a incubator and UMX incubators, as mentioned by Prof. Ivy. So we are in UMX, and we definitely welcome all of you to join us in UMX. And there are also a lot more resources that I can the list can go on. And the one that I want to point out is the humans of So look at the people around you. These are your best resources. You have lecturers who are the walking fountain of knowledge. You have students which will be your first 100 or even 1,000 users, your first 100 or first 1,000 users, which has happened in our UniChat case as well. And you have alumni. For example, you are working on an R&D project, your chemistry project or your engineering project. You have seniors who have similar ideas, and they might be able to guide you to avoid some of the mistakes they made earlier. And these are very, very good resources. And other than that, we also have entrepreneurship courses and subjects, which are elective that you can take. We have also some government or programs like competition, hackathons, and also accelerator programs that mentioned by Prof. Ivy, Umicon, which is what happening right now. I was also part of the program, and we learned a lot more. Real world practical assignments, and you definitely will benefit a lot from there. Okay, let's move to the last slide. So today, after the chapter of UniChat, we actually launched Unila, the student app, with the aim to actually encourage students to explore student deals, to discover student events, so that you don't miss out those important, for example, entrepreneurship program, hackathons, competitions that actually that can help you in your entrepreneurship journey. So check out myunila.com, and hopefully you guys could benefit a lot from this app. And before I end my session, I will actually encourage all of you to kickstart at least one idea during your program in during your degree years in and this one program will be your takeaway, at least a takeaway from this 4 years program. Can you guys do that? With one idea from each of you, will have 6,000 ideas for this batch, and that is impactful. Can you guys do that? All right. I think the next slide. Okay, so here we have UMCIE social media links. Do follow UMCIE. We have a lot of programs upcoming. You guys definitely will be benefited if you guys join it. So don't miss out anything. Follow their social medias, and hopefully I see you in UMX. Thank you.
Thank you to Young Berusaha Professor Dr. Ivy Chong and Mr. Sean for the insightful session just now. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to open the floor for a question and answer session. If there is anyone who is interested to ask any questions, you may raise your hand and the floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Khairul Adam. I am from College Kediaman Tunggu Bahaya. So, as we all know, social networking is very important to kickstart a business, to start an entrepreneurship career. So, what is your advice for us to broaden our social network so that we can kickstart our entrepreneurship career?
So your question is, what is the advice for you to broaden your social network to kickstart your entrepreneurship? Okay, so it depends on what you need the network for. You want to find the network for looking for a partner or for your client? Because business means you target people, right? Houses can't pay you, products don't pay you, people pay you, right? Business is what? You want to deliver some valuable things, services, products, in return for money, profit. Everything business needs profit. Although you mean well, but it needs dollar and cents. So you need people to pay. So my best advice, don't judge people. Anyone can be your client. Anyone can be your partner. And not necessarily the one with 4.0 are your clients. Okay? Don't judge people. Open your heart. Just like now, you're everybody, friends with everyone. This is how you broaden your social network. But once you, oh, this is my target, then you just narrow that, then you'll be very narrow already, very limited. So open your mind. How to remain open your mind? Talk to a lot of people. Don't stay alone. Don't keep to yourself in the room. You're a bit, I'm introvert lah. I'm not very social. Then put a chat in the online. Talk to people over the chat. It's okay also, right? Make yourself heard. I think when you do that, then you'll find your friends. That's your network. But sometimes people will say, I'm malu, I'm very shy. I don't know what to talk. You're not the only one. Always think you're not the only one, right? Then shy people, talk to shy people lah. Can. But shy people, to talk to shy people also must tell, I'm shy, right? I'm active, I like this. So go with the flow. Make good friends. Have a good judgment of people. Don't waste time. Don't waste your energy. Focus. I think in that you will be able to create the right portfolio or social network that you need for your business. Depends on what kind of business. But no matter what, you need people, correct? So, number one thing, join our Facebook now. tto.umcie, Insta pun boleh, Facebook pun boleh, apa lagi? Join Uni lah. 10,000 already. Tambah 6,000 today, 16,000. Tambah your friend and mother, auntie, uncle. Your friends from other universities. Create that. And be generous. I join Unila, not my own app, tak boleh. No. One will lead to another. This one I guarantee. One will lead to another. Be generous. Share with people. Although people earn first. But those people, Sean may help you later. You can put your product through him. You earn already 10,000 very easily. That's the power of people. There's the power of There's power that 6,000 come together now. So, I want to make friends with everyone now. Join my Facebook, right? Center Facebook. I'll be friends with 6,000 today. Thank you so much. I hope I answered your question.
Okay, thank you, Professor. So I would like to open the floor again. Is there any other questions from the floor? You may raise your hand.
If you need Sean to answer, please say so. Otherwise, I'll hold the mic.
Hello. Okay, hello, good morning, good afternoon, doctor. So I'm Adi Seshan from Faculty of Engineering, okay, freshies, okay. So I've created a startup, it's called Alive. So it's a cancer detection startup. Okay, so currently it's a software that would detect through MRI scans, the cancer. But the problem is, I want to take it further. Okay, I want a more evasive, more user-friendly breast cancer detection method. But I'm an engineer. I don't know all this medical-related field. My skills extend only up to engineering. So if I join Umicron, okay, would I be connected to, let's say, people from the medical facilities, the medical faculties, to bring my ideas to life? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good stuff, huh? I didn't catch your name yet. Sorry, Ja something.
It's Eddie.
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 Yeah, Eddie.
Eddie. All right. Yeah. Join and write to me. I'm working from oncology. I'm working cancer research, so I can link you. But my best advice for you: don't join first. Right now, link with anyone in KK1. All the medic people. All medic students, right? They'll go with you, along with you 4 years. You're year one. Of course, they can't tell you the idea, but you have a very good friend from medical school who can go through all the terms for you, give the ideas. That's number one. Number two, you should come talk to me, I think, I will link you to the right researcher, depending on the maturity of your technology. Now, not everyone will be so kind, clinician, sit down with you 2 hours and talk. No. Right, I have to make you ready. When you're ready, I'll link you to the right researcher, or maybe researcher from the clinicians, right, who already have data, who need your apps. Working with your co-founder or your friend from the medical school can do the groundwork. Can? So you need the technology. So the keyword here is partner. You alone cannot. You need 2 to 4 different people. Not too many lah, unless you're good friends. You have 4, right? 4 from different faculties. Right? You need at least engineer and medic, at least. Or maybe apps. Maybe you need a computer scientist. I mean, yours yourself are very good, maybe. You need a lot of people, so don't be stingy. But choose your partner correctly, right? Don't worry, I don't know, I friend here. No worry about this. People can come, people can go. The most important thing, would you stay? Is it okay, Eddie? You should continue while you're in here. I will help you. I can help you. If I can help, I'll help you. That's a very good one. Good. Give a clap for Eddie. No more cancer. This is what UM supposed to be. AM students supposed to do that. Change the world. No more cancer. Any more questions? Yes. Ini semua KK 12 ni. Any other question from here? You think about it?
Hi, hello.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Zahin Iman. I'm from KK12 from engineering faculty. So I would like to ask Mr. Sean about some questions, if that's okay.
Sure.
All right. So as an entrepreneur to an entrepreneur, from your startup, how do you compete against, let's say, other types of applications that is competing that's bigger? And then in terms of your cash rate, your burn, is the amount of users worth it in terms of building your revenue yearly? Thank you.
Yep. Sorry, I didn't get your name earlier.
My name is Zahin Iman, but just call me Zain.
Zil.
Yeah, Zain.
Okay, Zil, very good question, because this was what my team and I were facing in our 2 ventures. So let me share a bit background. Your questions were about the cash burn rate. How do we, handle those bigger competitions from bigger brands and all this, right? It's a very good question. So back in UniChat, a lot of pitching that we went, the investor or the judges were asking, there is already Facebook. Facebook started because they want to connect university students, and you are doing the same thing, right? But actually, when you have the idea, you know what you are solving, and you roughly know what are the problems in the market. So that is from you, correct? So what you need to do next is validate your assumption. Go and ask around your friends. You have 3,000 over here today. If let's say you can ask like 1,000 of it, you roughly know whether they need another apps other than Facebook. That would be how you validate your ideas, competing with bigger brand or more established brand. And in terms of cash burn rate, very interesting. This is what we thought a very huge cash burn rate back then as well. But to share with you some insight, UniChat do not have capital in running. The engineering guy is the coding guy. He code the whole app. We are the one who run the operations and run the pitching. So we do not have investment when we gather our first 10,000 users. So that is doable. Don't worry about cash burn rate. Worry about validating the ideas. When your ideas is right, you don't need to worry about users. You don't need to worry about doing a lot of marketing to capture the right target. So always validate your ideas. I hope I answer your question.
Is there any other questions from the floor? Please raise your hand.
Yes, one from there. Here also. Here first.
Selamat pagi, saya ucapkan kepada Profesor Dr. Ivy Chung dengan Encik Sean. Izinkan saya bertanyakan soalan dalam bahasa Melayu ya?
Boleh.
Okey. Apakah nasihat untuk anak muda yang baru nak start up? Sebab zaman sekarang ni kan banyak orang-orang muda nak buat bisnes. So apakah nasihat kepada mereka Sekian, terima kasih.
Boleh. Bolehkah saya jawab soalan itu? Boleh. Okay, it's an interesting question. Sebelum kami mulakan UniChat, UniChat started in my final year, right? So my regrets is not starting as early as possible. Imagine I start up an idea, not to say UniChat, maybe other ideas in my first year. Probably we have a better uptrend or better uptake in terms of UniChat. So my advice to my juniors or to my peers is always start as early as possible. There's no such thing as failure. Every mistake, every experience is a lesson. It's an input to your future ventures. There's no such thing called failure. You have 4 ideas. The 4 ideas didn't work. It just didn't work because it teaches you something so that your 5th idea may work or your 6th idea may work. So you don't need to be worried about failures, mistakes, and all this. Just do it, and you will get whatever better insights that I'm sharing right now. Because when you do it, you are into it, you will get the best out of it. I hope I answer your question as well. Is there another one? Yep, saw that. Yep.
Hi and Assalamualaikum to all people. My name is Aisha. I am from Faculty of Arts and Science Social. I want to ask a question about the entrepreneurship. As well as I see at the presentation, this is all about IT and technologies. And how about food industries? Can I join this IMCON to have a business at the food industries? Is there any venue in Himalaya to students to sell our foods?
Okay, thanks, Aisha. Your question is, if you have an idea in food industry, can you do it? Of course, we all need food, right? I'm dah lapar dah. Depending what are you offering, right? You want to masak and then pass around pun boleh, tapi tak perlu apa IT sangat. But you must think, what's the best way to make more people buy from you? So this one. Or you want to make a special new food. It all depends on what you are doing. So without that description, I can't elaborate, but definitely can do. Food industry is very important. We are short of food now, so don't waste food. Okay. So I hope Aisha, you become our will be one of our few entrepreneurs in UM campus to do food industry. That's a very, very, very good one. Thank you. Any other question from the top? I feel like I'm like doing a concert. Oh, everybody is hungry now. All right, never mind. But you remember how to find us, right? Number 1, join Unila. Show your Unila. You know how to spell? Unila. Right? Then number 2, follow us at umcie.tto or tto.umcie. You just put that name there, you'll find us. Right? In your email, sometimes a lot of messages you pass through. You follow us, then you get to know what happened, things like that. All right. I hope I can see you, some of you, or all of you, in our programs. Doesn't matter at what level. I may not see you on 2nd and 3rd year, but remember, keep the fire until the end, or until you become a millionaire. Thank you very much for your time. Thanks.
Thank you very much to our speaker for the Q&A session just now. Dear respected audience, with the end of our session just now, our ceremony has come to end. We are indeed very honored to have each and every one of you here with us today in this event. Thank you very much. I am Wanjasha Ilani. With that, Assalamualaikum and have a good day. Now, I would like to invite Yang Berusaha, Professor Dr. Ivy Chung, and our honorable guests for a refreshment or lunch. Thank you.
Hai. Hello. Semua lapar ke? Lapar. Okey, tadi college mana yang belum buat tadi? 9 dan 10. Betul? Nak dengar tak? Nak? Nak ke tak? Nak. Okey, belah sini nak ke tak? Tengah nak ke tak? Hujung? Yang atas nak ke tak? Sini? Okey, kesimpulannya nak. Okey. Jadi saya teruskan dengan kolej kediaman ke-10.